Hello and welcome to Rule the Waves 3, playing as France starting 1890 on Super Large. It is now January 1927. A war with Italy concluded last year, and we're back to building up our fleet and refitting and all the other peacetime stuff, researching, and yeah, the usual. We have now reached episode 43, so I guess playtime is approximately 43 hours, since maybe a little less, around 40 hours, I think, playtime has been up until this point, all of it recorded, of course. So let's jump in. Starting with the map of our core territories. Yeah, we still have Norway, we have Gibraltar, Egypt, Malta, and I didn't bother taking any colonies. Well, I tried to invade but didn't get any, and I took all of my points as war reparations to boost the economy, which meant that the Austro-Hungarians grabbed these two. Spain got nothing. Funny. We're building. These 10 are because of a fleet program, so I'm actually building 6 of them and just waiting so I can scrap these last 4. I wasn't gonna build 2 more Aquitaines, but I got 2 of those events where they offered to build them faster and cheaper, so yeah, why not? Why not? Although that part about 3 months, 10%, that is, it's not 10% less cost and 3% no, and 3 months less. It's those 3 months represent 10%, because you can see the cost month is the same. Now, I know some people get confused there, but it's 10%. So, but it's still 80 for the dose. It's 18, 19 and a half, and this time times 2, so nearly 20,000 resource points. That's a full month's budget. It's not too shabby, and that gives me time to develop my future battlecruiser plans even further. And yeah, I don't think we need to look at anything in particular. People are building. Only the US and Germany can challenge us in terms of fleet size. Great Britain was severely beaten down in 2 consecutive wars, hasn't quite recovered yet. I'm sure they will eventually. I haven't converted any ships into light carriers because I don't have anything to convert, and I don't want to build anything to convert, not even a merchant cruiser. I was waiting for the purpose-built CVL, but the game skipped that one. And yes, it can do that. I was sure that was a 100% tech, but no. I was wrong. So I have to convert my battle cruisers into very expensive, mediocre carriers tech, and I'm kind of desperately hoping that it jumped back to the purpose-built CVL thingy, because I'm a little bit on the back foot here. But as they say, or rather not. Yes, everything is slowing down now and going obsolete, so that's just the way of things. I would probably scrap these light cruisers. They are not bad, but they have no torpedo defense, and they are basically too slow for the modern world. But anyway, turn. Ooh, ship handler, gunnery expert, sure. Japan. Everybody likes Japan. Yeah, sure. Yeah, they can buy tech. What happened? Nothing? Huh. Flash there, but nothing happened. No. 7 more rounds of the fishy turns, and then we will be back in the black. Retain has worked up. Little progress so far. This is invasion tech. Yes, thank you. Budget, prestige, tension. Budget, prestige, tension. Yes, please. Parasite fighters. Yeah. Cool. Now we will not have any more of those budget wrecking events as long as we're in the yellow. I absolutely abhor them. Oh. 9 new commander of average. Integral armor. All forward main armament. That is interesting. Now I'm tempted to create a battlecruiser with 18-inch guns, 31 knots, all forward main armament. This must be explored. But more interesting, I have been stuck on that set. This one took forever to develop, and now I have been researching. I don't know for how many years since last time we had an advancement in this tech field. It's getting semi-ridiculous. Save, turn. Nothing. Sure. I'm not interested in submarines. Go away now. Aircraft types. June. Not so bad. Good. Wow, that's rare at this day and age. And to average. Although I have no torpedo bombers in service. And I have 16 fighters. Yeah, okay. Boom times. Build railroads. More money. I think the top one gives you a better budget modifier and tension, and the middle one gives you more base resources. That's how I interpret it anyway. 557. Britain is gearing up. We're way ahead of Germany. US is in its own league. Nothing to do about that. Victorious, almost ready. Austrians, yes, by all means. Carrier force. Can I scrap these now, please? Building 10 is too many. 6 is fine. That gives me 2 groups. Victorious. Diplomatic solution, budget, slight prestige drop, slight boost in tension. That sounds balanced. Finally, this is the one. We've been researching it for the last 25 years or something. A slight exaggeration there. Weight savings in turrets. Later air launched torpedoes. Aha. Woo! Finally, 17-inch gun. It is such a nice incremental advance. I don't really want to go full 18, so then 17 is very nice. Now I will take a short break and look at possible designs, so I'll be back. And it is actually possible to get an all-forward ship if I am willing to use narrow sloped, no upper belt, nothing on the secondaries, and I'm willing to do the 5.3 instead of my usual 6.4. Then I can get, why am I using deck extended? Oh, interesting. I didn't see that. Never mind. Then I can have the full 6.4, 17-inch guns, not enough ammo, so we are going back to 5.3. That seems in line with our previous generation of battle cruisers, so let's stick with that. 25-inch, 24, 3-inch dual purpose. Some light AA, maybe we could increase that. We can have 32, nice. 2.5 deck, 14 on the belt, 17 on the turrets, 6 on the turret top. So against 17-inch doesn't seem so good, but we are not going to be fighting 17-inch. We might end up fighting 5-inch, 15 or 14-inch. And also we will be staying relatively close. And this is a battle cruiser, so we cannot have more than 2.5-inch deck. I'm calling it the Atlantic. I want the late dreadnought. I put down 18 pieces of mount graphics. Should we just add even more? Or will it look just very strange? Something like that. It'll cost a lot to develop, but I think it can be worth it. If I didn't have this limitation, I would probably go overboard and make it a 75,000 tonner or something, and it wouldn't really be any better. I would waste ton on upper belt and secondary gun armor and all sorts of things. The only thing I'd really like for it to have is TPS 3, but that's not a tech yet, and of course double mounts for the 3-inch guns, but again, yeah. You cannot have everything. Sign a commander. Above average. Even better. I will apply that to our design once it's ready. And suddenly we are running at the surplus. We can start thinking about destroyers. Brilliant, well-connected gunnery expert. Wow, on my colonial cruiser is not happening. Assign commander. And the second brilliant guy. Wow. Sure. Make the agent a national hero. Audacity. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting that purpose-built light carrier, so it looks like I just have to accept that I have to convert those 12-inch battle cruisers. It's not what I wanted, but it looks like I will have to do that. I will defiantly, it is fair, sir. I will defiantly do 2 more turns. Think we have any interesting captains? So do your worst game. 4 additional battleships. Of course, sir. Because that gives me the monies and more tension. This is great. Transverse arrestor wires. Now the British have 17-inch guns. Very rude. 6. Yeah, but I want to build more battle cruisers anyway, so in a sense that's fine. When must they be building? In 5 months, so we have time to develop the Atlantic and tweak it, and then start building 4 of them, some of which we will have to halt, but that's okay. Spain fascist, Italy fascist, new docks complete, internal bell, that is good. Scared site. It has been researching for a really long time. It's been very long since last I had an AA advancement. Newport D. I don't think I will ever develop a plane again because I get new super good versions. 465. This is actually a pretty good float plane. I strongly doubt that I would get something like that that's also average if I developed it from scratch. New. Atlanta, rework the design. Yes. Saves a lot of tonnage because of that hydrodynamic thing. But not enough for a 3-inch deck. Could go back to this. Actually. But we needn't decide that right away. I will save here and go do some other real life stuff. So this will be the first half of this episode, and then the next half will be 1928. All of this should clear relatively soon. That frees up 13 plus 6. 13 plus 6 plus 9. 22,000 plus 8. 30,000. And how much is the Atlanta? 30,000. So we can actually build. We can actually afford to build our Atlantis fairly. That's something. Cool. And when the Atlantis are done and the Aquitaines are done, then we have 8 powerful 15 and then 17-inch battle cruisers with speed 31 that can also briefly stand in the line of battle. Are a little light on the armor. So then we are ahead in battle cruisers again, and then we must turn our attention to battleships and also carriers. So we have a lot of work to do here. But you cannot. But I will have 6 modern light cruisers. That is good. My 1500-ton destroyers are okay still, so not investing heavily into destroyers right now, but there will come a new generation of destroyers in a few years. But first half of episode done, second half when I am ready. So here we are, ready for 1928, and I have something of a news item. If we look here, navigate shipboard aircraft operation, we can clearly see I already have the purpose-built aircraft carrier. This is why I have been waiting and waiting for it to pop up. It's already been researched, and for a moment I was sure that it was skipped, and then when you get aircraft carrier conversions you automatically get this as well, kind of like if you get 5 center lines before 4 center lines, or 2,500 ton destroyer before 2,000, or quad torpedoes before triple. But it's not the case. I checked and I also asked on the Discord, and that's not how it works. So I went back and looked in my save, and I was actually actively researching this tech in a save game from as early as 1922, or was it even 21? I can just look at it. I have it on the side here. It was month 10, 1922. And then research number 3, which is this purpose-built light aircraft carrier, is already researching. So I have probably had this tech that I have been waiting for years and years and years, and even after I got the aircraft conversion. I remember we got the aircraft conversion, then we looked at sort of a potential rebuild of one of my 12-inch battle cruisers, but at that point I already had it. But I didn't realize, so never started building and just waited. And we have not many times, but a couple of times we have clicked on this and had the dialog box open, and I have looked at it and I have absolutely just blanked out completely. So I could have probably been building CVLs, let's say since when it does the tech releases 24, 25. So I could have had the several CVLs on the water now if I had been paying attention. So it's kind of tragic, also kind of funny, and thirdly, it's not really that important. As you can see, planes haven't really done anything. Even land-based planes, some Zeppelins, they have done basically nothing. So, but now that this has been cleared up, I did take the opportunity to do a CVL study. And the good thing about waiting is that now we can purpose build the full 16,000. If at the start you get like 11,600 if you immediately build it around 1920, which either makes you not even able to take 34 planes, or you cannot go very fast. I can push this one up to 31 if I strip out all the armor, but that felt kind of gamey again. Although 31 knots and or reliable engine and TPS-3, we haven't researched that yet, so not possible, but that would have been sort of the ideal for me. Plenty of light AAA, some 4-inch AAA, 34 planes, that's the maximum a light carrier can take. So basically let's research this. So 2, 3, even 4 years ago, we could have started designing and building light aircraft carriers. But you know what? I'm kind of glad we didn't, because Now we can at least build something that can keep pace with most of my ships, not the battle cruisers, the new ones, but the rest of the fleet. And 34 planes is enough for some light fighter support and some scouting. Huh. Didn't see that one coming. Commanding officer. Do I have any administrator? A low average good administrator? Sure. Sure. Yeah, probably need to redo some of the divisions here. Did I show you my battle cruiser design? I think I did. Yes, because we put it into design, of course, I showed it to you. Okay. So we have 2 on the water, and I'd like to start, but did we get any text? A few hours away from the PC, and I forget everything. Yes, this one is 600 tons up already. Looks like we have done event as well. Must have been. I could do more ammo. Can I push the deck up? No, absolutely not. Can I push the turrets up? Why did changing the turret top by 1 inch change it so much? Huh. Huh. Who knew? Who knew? I mean, we're not gonna hang out, but over armoring them makes it less likely to get the penetration event. 600 tons. Could go back to using 6-inch for the secondaries and leaving these 5-inch. 6.3. 6.4 even. No, wrong way. Hmm. The Japs, yes, sure. Atlante. Yep. 1 Atlanta to go. 17-inch, 31 knots. Beautiful. 4 torpedo tubes. Am I designing this with submerged tubes? Okay, that's worthy of a refit, I think. How many months? 3 months to evaluation. Yeah. Good. Tension, 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 tension. Hmm. How much is it? 2000 and something? Not doing any regattas, extended double bottom. That was quick, so that was probably an older tech that we skipped. Smell of wet dog. Milkshake. Dog hearing some imaginary people walking around. Uh, yes. We must build 2 additional Atlantes, so will completely crater the economy. Austrians, yeah, sure. Win dual purpose mounting. Our good friends, the Italians. Yeah, sure. Better explosive shells. Yeah, you already said that like 1 month ago. And emergency halt construction. Do these guys have anything to spy on? They could have guns and stuff. Intelligence is very cheap now. So keep it on high. High, high, high. Med, med, med. Yeah, why not? We have 62, yeah. No more Spain. Yeah, sure. We need that tech. Super. A lot of lack of progress. Uh, move these to Northern Europe. Uh, This is absolutely no concern. They lost the colony, they can take it back if they want to. Double mounts on DD, that would have been nice. And again, trouble. Don't think we are ready to keep all of this on active. Let's do reserve again. Much better. So our Davoots are coming into service. I think it is time to... We can keep them mothballed for now, but I don't really see what use we could have for them. We would have to rebuild them with new engines and... Oh, 25 knots now, they have no value. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Let's not be silly here. Kinda too expensive for colonial service as well, so that's not really a factor. Yes, thank you. Very torpedo-y. Wow. Hull, torpedo. Oh wow, they're coming thick and faster. Very advanced. I mean, I could build some subs just because, but we're not going to. Tillis. Bermuda. Bahamas. Signed to light cruiser division. Poor ship handler. Poor admin. Below average. Wow. An impressive lack of qualified commanders. We have the carriers building. We have these three cruisers and two battle cruisers clearing the docks soon. That's good. I'm not building any more docks this year. Might do another round next year. Oh no. Pension, yes please. A war against Great Britain and the US could be kind of interesting. It would probably be pretty annoying, but it could be interesting. Yeah. Can we do some rebuild work on the Plutons to make them actually worth it? No, we don't have a secondary director. And if we do this, we go way over. We could drop in number, and then we could even fit 2 light guns. But if we try to have mines, that would be difficult. Uh, I don't dig it. I think we will just keep building new light cruisers. Refitting them seems to be pointless, basically. Did we get triple turrets for? No. Where do you get triple there? Turrets, maybe. Double. We only have double still. Yeah. Chevalier. Thirty knots. Yeah, this is very odd. When you convert, it changes belt extended to just 1. We had 11, now it's 1. I don't understand why. I think it's a bug in the game. It happens every time. You can try it yourself. It will happen. This is... I don't think we can build it without 8-inch guns, no. So we would have to do this and this. Yeah, it's possible. Then we could do like well, dual purpose. Yeah, we would have to move things around a bit, but improve director, of course. 24, 56 planes, 60 would be better, but this is what I mean. It is quite expensive. We might do it. I'm not sure yet. That's the last one. Better machinery, helium production. Wow. What? Wrong ship. November. Let's just finish this year then. Yes. Ha ha ha. Torpedo expert. Yes, very important. So the Aquitaine finished. That's good because we are running out of monies. One more. This is feels like a huge waste, but we'll get there. And we made it until the end of 1928 and the end of this episode. We are now building a full batch of 4 Atlantes. We are building 2 light carriers because I'm completely brain dead. Our final Aquitaine is clearing the slipway in 4 months, so that's good. All our light cruisers are done. We are waiting on some techs before starting to build more destroyers of a more modern type. We need double turrets and yeah, some other things, but we have decent, I would say, destroyers for the period. So we really need more carriers, and now I will have to start developing aircraft in earnest. You can see these are very old. I think I will actually soon start to develop new everything. I just in this, yes, it's fun to develop aircraft, but it is kind of pointless. And I was also very lucky this time with both the initial rolls, I think, and eventually also with my upgrades. Although this needs to be like firepower 4 now. Look at the float plane scout, the E model. It's completely insane. 104. Range isn't super great, but it has 4 firepower, more than the fighter, and it is average good. That just doesn't happen. No, soon we will request new aircraft. We need probably to expand docks as well, and we have a lot of ships that need to be modernized or retired or converted. So there is plenty of stuff to do, I would say. So thanks for watching and see you again soon.